Hello there, so excited to plant this heuchera right here. Went by Home Depot today, saw it and was thinking that it would be a perfect spot for this garden right here. So we will divide this plant into several plants and plant them. These are the spots that I am thinking of. So would need to have at least 3 plants from this one plant. The reason I did not buy 3 plants is because I know that with heuchera, it can do pretty good with division and of course planting it later. Let's just show you the plant overall. It's a nice lush plant. There's a lot of growth and it's low to the ground. And I was checking to see that it was a big plant with a large root ball, I guess, the top right here or the bottom right here. So I wanted to get this part to be as big as possible so that way we could divide it a lot easier. So this is labeled as T-solved heuchera PF. Not even sure what that is. So I'll have to research it later. But just excited to be dividing this and planting it today. Now, most experts would not recommend that you plant plants in the summer just because it's very stressful on the plant and you too, because you would have to water it more often and just be on top of it. So it would be better to do it in the fall and in the spring. But since this is more of a part sun condition, I think it'll be okay. It's not going to put a lot of stress on the plants and me as well when I come to plant or water it, that is. So let's look at it. Looks like it's a fairly new plant. And it was just watered in really well. So let's see, the best way to do it is just to go as far up as you can. I'm going to try to be very gentle with it, but sometimes it might need some toughness. So it might not be pretty as I'm doing this, but this is real. You're going to see what I go through with heucheras to divide them. So I might need a knife. All right, so we're going to go straight in the middle here and see. Try not to you will lose some. All right, so it doesn't look like it wants to divide, at least not right now. Let me see. All right, so I got some right there. Now you can see the other one is coming along. So this can be one plant and another one right there. Now you want to get it as big as you can, the size. If it's too small, it might not take. So just be aware of that. Later on, I will show you ones that I had done earlier this year Right, so I know I have 4 already. So let's go some more and see. It's nice and fleshy right here. Now, you probably want to harden that off, but just through experience, I don't think it's going to matter as much. We're just going to go ahead and plant it. So I'll just leave this like this, just so in case these don't take, and then just leave it like this, and then just know we'll be able to divide later. So have 2 bigger clumps here, and then just smaller ones here. If I wanted to, I could put these 2 together, but we'll see what happens. So that's how I go about dividing the heucheras. And again, if you want to harden this fleshy part off, you could, but we'll just go ahead and plant it like this. Well, now this one wants to come out too. So there's another one right there. I will take it out if it's loose. If it's not, we'll leave it there. Let's see if any of this is coming loose. Maybe. All right, I'm being adventurous, so I got 2 plants off of this. So, okay, ended up with more than I anticipated. So now we'll just have to make more room. I think we'll do one right here. The soil here is pretty good, so I don't think I need some amending, but I will use some garden tone just in case. With all the plants that are planted in the south, I would say most of the plants, I raise the root ball maybe an inch to 2 inches above the soil line, just because we have clay soil, and clay soil tends to hold on to moisture. This one does like a lot of moisture, moist soil, but well draining soil. So we do get a lot of water runoff from here whenever we get rain. So this way we'll guarantee that it's not going to get waterlogged. And I think I'll put it right here too. This way it will help some of the water run off when it does come through here. And this will become part of the rain garden over here. So that's what I'll do with all the other ones. All right, they are all watered in. So one heuchera was divided into 8 individual plants. Expect them, if you're doing the same thing for the first time, just expect them to do worse before they do better, before they get better. You will see some dieback as well, and a few of them might die off, so just expect that, but most of them should make it through. Just make sure that you stay on top of watering for, I would say, for 2 weeks, and maybe longer. It just depends on your situation. As far as these guys here, I will make sure to water them for the next 14 days. So the reason I wanted to plant these green ones here is so that I could get some winter interest over here, because we're going to get a lot of dieback with the hydrangeas, and this corner right here will be looking pretty bare except for the gardenias, and the gardenias are still pretty small. So now we'll have winter interest. We'll have some green foliage over here during the winter. Now initially I was thinking of planting hostas here because it gets more shady over here, or it's at a shadier location. But because of deer pressure here, I was thinking, no, I don't want to invite any more deer over here because they could eat the hydrangeas also. I have to spray hydrangeas with deer fence or liquid fence, and I don't want to, expose them to more things that they could eat. So that's why the heucheras would be a better option, because based on my experience, they have fuzzy leaves. So anything with fuzzy leaves, deer tend to leave alone, as well as anything that has a fragrance. So that is why this is chosen instead of hostas. Hopefully by the end of fall, hopefully they will get some size to them, or at least look like they are thriving, even though they may still be small. Now I will show you the different varieties of heucheras that I have divided in the past and show you how they are doing. The ones that I'm about to show you, they were transplanted, divided and transplanted in January of this year because of the tree removal. Had to move just one plant, was able to divide into several plants. So let me show you those. Here they are. I think one of them may have died, but the rest are still here. You see that? I want to say this is dazzleberry or something like that. I cannot remember. If I have a picture of it or something, I will show you. Otherwise, not able to show you. So this was purchased a while ago with just one plant, and have been able to divide into several plants. 3 are here. Here's another one. So these get more of the reddish color. So I think it looks, or they look really good here against the yellow. So let me show you the ones that were done here. It's called Heuchera caramel or caramel. Before showing you all the babies, let me show you the mother first. So that's the mother plant. And from one mother plant, I was able to get a lot of babies. One right there, another one, another one, another one, which is about to flower very soon, or it is flowering. So 4 over here. And these were done in the spring of this year. So I have several more over here, but I think maybe 1 or 2 did die. So let me show you those. The rest of them are still doing good. Look at that. This one, I thought it was going to die for sure. It will look like it's going to die or it's dead. But just, just have some hope and just let it be, and you will be surprised. I believe I did plant one right here. That one did not make it. As mentioned, the smaller it is, the harder it will come back. Now here's another one right here. I'm pretty sure there was one right there that did not make it. And I think those are it. As mentioned, just expect some of them to die, especially if you have very small divisions. So if you're new to dividing these heucheras, and if you can't, obviously you can't afford to waste or lose any, I would say start off with dividing into big divisions instead of smaller ones until you become more experienced and of course more plants, so that way if you do end up losing some of them, you're still not at a total loss. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it and found it helpful, and until the next video, take care. Bye for now.